Welcome to kcheebplays, Workers and Resources, Soviet Republic. Let's get started. Kalinka dropped into Ulyov's office and asked if he had a few moments to discuss a couple of things. Ulyov said, "I've always got time for you, Kalinka. Please have a seat." Kalinka opened with, "I'd like to discuss my youngest brother, Alexei. He's working with Grigory on the latest farm, but honestly he's more than a little bored. Grigory, Igor, and Boris all love the farm life, but Alexei, while good at it, has never had the same enthusiasm for the rural life." "I see," remarked Ulyov. "I'm sure there's something we can find for him to do. What are his interests?" "When he was younger, he would put on plays for the family and has always had a bit of an artistic flair. I think having him work his way up in a television station would be just the thing for him." Barely looking up, Ulyov said again, "I see." Kalinka raised an eyebrow and continued, "Short of building a new city, the only place I can see with the space needed is Kiamnov." That got Ulyov's attention. "Are you thinking of expanding Kiamnov, Kalinka?" She nodded and said yes. "That's the only way this will work. We'll need more workers to staff the station, and to be honest, we're not really at full capacity with our mechanical components and plastics complex either." "Well," said Ulyov, "it's funny you say that. I was just looking at our production numbers and noticed the same thing. This could work out rather well, provided we can find the space for around 1,000 people. We'll likely need to add the state infrastructure as well, shopping center, kindergartens, and likely a new hospital. I can get Clarence to start drawing the plans up if you'd like." "That would be great, Ulyov." "Thanks," Kalinka said. "There's one more thing I'd like to discuss if you have time." "I have about 5 minutes before a meeting with Ludmila. We're sourcing granite for the hotels," he sighed. "I understand you're considering asking Ludmila to marry you," Kalinka said. Ulyov, a little taken aback, said, "Yes, I am." "Are you sure Ludmila is right for you, Ulyov?" Kalinka queried. "She's very ambitious and likes to spend rubles. We've had to adjust budgets a few times and, to be honest, say no more than once. Her tastes are high-end, to be polite. Truthfully, I'm concerned about you and am speaking as a friend. I just want what's best for you." "Thank you, Kalinka," Ulyov said. "I appreciate that. You've hit upon the biggest question I have if I were to marry Ludmila. Can I afford her?" Hi, Cheeb or Clarence here. Bit of a cleanup episode. I'm going to let some things continue building. We've got this area down here. You've heard the plans for Kiamnov. Did a little bit of scouting out, and I'm not 100% sure that I'm actually going to end up having to build in or add on to the state infrastructure, but we'll see what happens. We'll definitely leave room for it. Likely going to end up building 3 of Chris Brammer's Fjordskas here. That should give us another 1,200 or so people. And there's also quite a few people here that are unemployed. So I was thinking about, this is just a passenger and student area or bus stop. And so what I was thinking of doing was building a bus stop here that was just for the workers that is going to be used to feed the television station. Thinking about placing that up here. Should, without too much trouble, be able to get it in place and be quite visible from just about everywhere. It's a very, very, very large building. So, run the road up here, get the building in kind of on its own little ledge. Then I can run the buses straight in, because it only needs 3, or it has 3 parking spots, and there's going to be maybe 4 buses at most running up there at a time. So that's kind of what I'm planning for that area. One other thing that I noticed too is our shopping center is running out of electronics, and I'm a little bit kind of unclear on what exactly the issue is there. I mean, I've got maybe there's one on its way now. No, he's bringing food. Yeah, and this goes back to more of my woes with probably the way I've set the distribution offices up, the train distribution offices up. Not 100% sure what the best solution is on that. Definitely need to pick Dennis's brain about that. I started watching a video that he made for me that talks about this general purpose rail line that I've built, and while it's functional, it's not ideal. So, and it's something I've been thinking and maybe possibly knowing that I may need to do too, although I'm not really sure how I can do it given the amount of space that I have. Is trying to separate my goods traffic from my train or passenger traffic, because as you pointed out in the video, they both have very different needs when it comes to rail and availability of that rail. So be that as it may, I'm kind of rambling on with that. Got a couple things that I need to get finished up here in the cities as well. We're producing more than enough alcohol. This warehouse is full, and this one is full as well. So we've got lots and lots of alcohol for the people. So basically what I'm going to need to do is try to find a place in each of the cities for a pub or two. I don't want to go overboard. I don't think everybody has to have alcohol all the time, but if, I can definitely have a look at what it's going to take to get that that sorted out. Liquor store, I don't know. I've never used this particular mod. Train theme bar, that might work. I got a lot of trains here. But the number of visitors is pretty small. Again, I don't know that I really want to overdo that. And yeah, this is a little interesting here. It's not going to take much. It's not exactly in the best place from a coverage perspective. And I don't know what would be. It's going to have road access, obviously, because we need deliveries. So got to find a decent place for that. Something in this area might not be bad. I'd have to rejig some of the pathways, which isn't ideal. And possibly here, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, or looking at it, because we will have a road connection there, which would make it fairly simple to pick up and drop off. This might not be a bad place either. No, that's not great. It's more central for sure. But then I gotta break this line, which isn't, it's not gonna be the end of the world for the road. As long as I set this back far enough, we should be able to get a node in there. Yeah, I think I'll deal with that. We'll force the people onto the road for a little while that gets built, but I don't know that it's that big a deal. The only other question I have is, will I be able to squeeze the... Actually, if it's going to be on a path anyway, so it doesn't really matter, does it? They can walk right up to it. I'm going to give this one a try. What the heck? Wait. Oh, and I am going to try and make this episode a little bit shorter than the last one. I kind of went on for a long time and recorded and went into my standard gameplay mode and looked up, and next thing I knew, I was a few hours deep into my play. So anyways, that being said, I am going to try to keep this to about an hour or so. So I guess I best get on with that. So we've started with our little bar there. I was thinking something a little bit more elaborate. I got a little bit more space here. Probably need one on each side. When I say I've got a little more space, there are spots, but you need to find the right place for it as well. Right beside the hospital, that's probably not bad. Actually, right here, right across from the sports hall, everybody wants to go for beers after playing sports. Why not? Why not? That's probably a little bigger than I really need. And it's not going to cooperate in there either, is it? Small beer hall. See that? Is that going to be... Try this again. No. Yeah, I'm not loving that at all. Honestly, I don't mind the spot, but it just seems a little bit forced. I mean, if I put it right there, it's gonna have the road connection of the pathway. Yeah, I'll put one there. That works. Get that in. Get them working on this. And this. I also have to figure out the distribution of the alcohol as well. That's going to be another little trick. Shouldn't be too bad. I mean, the trains are running right now, but like I said before, I'm having a little bit of issue with getting electronics everywhere, so we'll see how that all works out. Oh, there's Moe's Tavern. For you fans of... And I wouldn't... Yeah, I'm not saying I'm not a fan, but certainly not a show I spent many hours on, but it's a good one. There's certainly some good episodes. I'm more preferred the some of the earlier episodes. Like I said, I was never a huge I gotta watch it kind of person for that. But anyways, rambling. Okay, so now we've got them covered, and let's go see what we can do in Kamnov. And we're gonna need a place that most people can walk to. Without trying to force it into a spot that just doesn't make sense. Nice little spot right in here, honestly. That I'm pretty sure most people are going to be able to get to. So where can they walk? And it'll just be this initial area up here that doesn't have access, and we can come back and visit that if we need to again. Crosswalk there that really isn't necessary. Probably used it to build or forgot to upgrade it. Really? Okay. That's good. Pubs. Big restaurant. Well, it's big. I don't know if I'd call it a restaurant if all they serve is alcohol, but whatever. It's a cafe. It's a nice looking building. Yeah, and that's little big. I don't know if I'd want to, depending on what age I was, and you asked me that question. Would I want to live next door to a bar? I don't know. Oh. Stalinka Pub? I don't know that I've ever seen this. I'm not even... Wow. No. A little leery about that. Not being able to see the... Doesn't really fit with the theme, does it? And I don't know if I need 28 workers here either. Pub Gull 8. Well, that looks more reasonable, doesn't it? see if I put that this way. Do I like this any better? I think I like it this way better. Yeah, it'll be off the main walking area there. Dive in, right? Get that built. Yeah. They can't reach that, but they can reach this. Okay. It will happen at some point. Okay, so when we got the pubs sorted out, I should probably have a quick look at distribution for alcohol. Who's doing, so there's food. And I'm hoping that's because of temperature. I'm guessing it is. Food, where is Beattie's? Okay. Yes. Okay, that's... And this is this one. So I don't know that I want them running from this end to go pick up down here. I'd rather a distribution one here. Pick up from the Bramsky cargo station. Sorry, Bramsky cargo station to interesting. What I got stored in here? 42 tons of electronics. Sorry, I'm deep in thought here. Okay. So it's going out to Kiamnov. Is it doing import? Yeah, it is importing. But then it's dropping off this one. Yeah, so they can distribute down. Okay. Good. So that sends back to Bramsky. But here I'd like to set that one up, the Bramsky. Oh, I had it on the screen a second ago. I'd like it to load alcohol and then deliver it here to the Warstock warehouse. I don't know that it's on here. Yeah, see, this is the building supply, and this is where I get myself into a jackpot, is trying to mix and match things. I don't love this at all. In fact, it's making me a little crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna turn that off. I don't know. I'm fighting it. Maybe I'm just gonna go until I can get my head wrapped around how I want these to be set up. I'm just gonna send a train out and load up. Not sure this is an appropriate cargo train, but it's fast, so I like it. Looking for something alcoholish. Doesn't need to be huge. that? 34 tons. Yeah, they both take about the same. Yeah, I can take 2 here. 2 here. And I'll set this up to go from here to here and to here. So what I want to do is load alcohol. And I can set it to wait till... No, I can't do that. That'll mess everybody else up. Drop off. And drop off. Alcohol. And it'll just run in circles. Pick up, drop off. And that'll get the alcohol shuttled out. And I can... because this warehouse is going to almost always have alcohol in it, I can just run that here to distribute there. So I will add these guys for alcohol delivery. No, that's crazy. Who's handling this? Yeah. Okay. And I just noticed a couple of messages. No, just one. Same culprits. I gotta look at that at some point to see what's going on. They're already set to pick up from there. That's all right. Okay. And that's a road cargo. Bramsky road cargo. I know you're on here. There it is. Okay, so it can pick up alcohol there. And then just to here, the Fjordland 50s warehouse. J. No, that's not what I want at all. Boy, I don't need to put the alcohol in there. I need to deliver it to the pub here after it's built. Okay. Poop in a pile. There we go. Okay. Well, didn't take him long to get that done. Oh, and I should reconnect up my footpath too, hey? To keep people off the street. Okay. That works. Okay, so until these buildings are built, I can't deliver anything to them. Imagine that. Okay, I'm good. So, we got that sorted out. We got some other construction going on over here. Getting lots of resources sent in. And I think we're... Yeah. Well, doing pretty well here. We got almost all the gravel down on that. And then it'll be asphalt's turn. And then here's another shining example of... oh. Send one and then send one more. That's annoying. Would have thought there'd have been a better way to deal with that. It helped. Yeah, and this is the... Sorry, I was going to say what Dennis was talking about, the separation of the passenger and see, and here's one more. Why would you send one? Why don't you? I mean, maybe I need to set the minimums to 2 because I mean that's 3 engines that have been set up to or made use of. Crazy. Maybe it's more a matter of minimum wagon count. Set that to 2. I don't know. I'm probably going to mess something up here by doing that. And, yeah, this is not cool. Of course, the only one that doesn't have a waiting area, and it's the one causing all the grief. And you bring 1 tank. Oh, well. I mean, yeah. It is what it is. Construction. What are we doing here? Just time to check in. Yeah, there's still plenty of crops. I'm hoping this lasts me the whole season or the whole year. We're into September. All these crops are dealt with, and they're in here. So this is what we have to get through the year. Okay. This is all chugging along nicely. Ludmila's dream. Get that, keep that going. And yeah, so now it's time to look at putting some fjordskas down. So, let me see where our fjordskas. Are you staring at me and you're yelling at me where it is? No up, no left. There we are. Okay. So 3 of these, 340. That will give me my 1,000-ish. I think I like the way the angle of this was. You can see that line right there. Oh, it lines up quite nicely with that outside edge of the existing fjordskas. So did I pull it back one more? I don't think so. I think I'm going to want to have it right there. So there. Should give me enough space for footpaths, I mean, sorry. And I'm going to want this to connect in. How do I want this to connect in? Probably right here. It's not a bad place for a crossing. And oops, I've still got my snapping on. See, can I do a cross? Yeah, I can. That'll work. See what I can do with this one. Let me go that way. Don't like that much. Cut it back, make the curve a little smoother. Actually, why don't I use my brain here a little bit better? Straight up this way, I think. Curve that in and do that. Huh. That might be interesting. Or it might just be a pain in the neck. Yeah. That's not bad. Going to be great for this. It's going to be a busy path. Don't know that I have to connect that in, honestly. And I'm not overly concerned about getting that built immediately. Okay, let's go see about a television station. I do like the idea of having the main road for the television station, having it sit up here, because when the buses come, I can use this end station for them to sit. Maybe I should see if my initial plans for a bus stop here are actually going to work out. And the one I was thinking about using is this one. Next question is, I think I want the inn on the left. And right about there. Hopefully there's enough space for mechanisms. Could be interesting, or it could be a fail. We'll see. Yet to be determined. Some other oh, don't tell me we're getting into the... Okay, well I think that's pipes that's causing that issue. Yeah. The pipe must be very close to the surface here. Yeah. Or not. I don't know. Not sure. So that will allow most of these people here to actually come to this bus stop, which will be good. Oh, and we have a fire. Got a helicopter on the way. Life is good. Ambulance has not arrived. Some of those larger buildings just don't like to have a hard time with ambulances getting in there. Man, some of it's because there's no road connections, so the ambulances can't get there as quickly. So said life was good. Come on. Oh yeah, he's right there. Watch him put the fire out. So we got our bus stop. Now let's get on to television station. I kind of preferred the footprint of this building, but I don't really like it when in the style of, it doesn't fit with the style of the buildings that have been placed in here. This one does, but it's a little bit smaller than I was kind of thinking I'd like to have. So I think I'm kind of, wouldn't necessarily say stuck with, but I think I'm going to use this building in this orientation. I'm going to get it somewhat lined up with the road there. You give me my... Where are you going to flatten from? Oh, no excavator. Damn it. Well, if I was on the beta branch, I could just throw a free one down, but I'm not, so I can't. That's a little annoying. Ah. Best laid plans. Yeah. Well, I don't even have one in this area. It'll reach here, but it won't reach there. Not even sure where my nearest one is, to be honest with you. I know I've plunked a couple down here and there. Well, I guess I just put a little tiny one in here so I can build it. Or I just chuck it down and call it a day. I think I'm going to go with construction office. All I'm going to need is a little or one like this. Place it somewhere here. Close your eyes if you don't want to see this. One bulldozer and one excavator. And that should be good. Okay, open your eyes again. Maybe I should do this manually rather than setting it so I can get the hill laid out the way I want, the kind of the elevation that I want. And I do want it above, and I'm thinking this level right here would be good to do that. Now it's going to probably be a lot of friggin' dirt to move, but we'll run with it and see how it works. I'm just, yeah, I don't really want to turn those red because that'll make it a little more difficult to get roads up here. And do a little test fit. Yeah, I gotta go over that far, okay. Sorry, and by that far I mean probably in this area right in here. So that'll be the front. Gonna need a little bit more space here too, because the road isn't in the on the right hand side as we're facing it. There'd be a little bit of building overhanging here. Thinking the lower terrain might work a little faster. Or, yeah, lower terrain? Yes, there is a difference. Lower and raise. You start getting into 2 and 3 layers, and the the raise lower seems to work a little bit faster than the level tool for whatever reason. I don't know what that reason is, but and that's purely anecdotal. That's not I didn't do any math or timing on things, so take it for what it's worth. Okay, another quick test fit, and we'll see where we're at. It's pretty close. Don't have to go back too much further. I want this sort of in this area. Maybe a little further back. The building flattening always seems to work a little bit quicker than with the bulldozers for whatever reason. I don't know if you've used that technique or not to move dirt around. Just put a building down and let it level itself out. I'm sure that was much quicker than what thing I could have done with the bulldozers and on their own. I mean, just try to set it a little further back if I can. Make the road connection a little bit smoother. And we can terraform this afterwards and try to make it look as natural-ish. just a little more enthralling YouTube action. Okay, I think that's pretty reasonable. We got power and we have heat, so that's important. And we'll commit to that. I'm going to run just do a little smoothing, and then I'm gonna upgrade this to excuse me. Actually, what I should really do is take that out and do it all in one piece. No real reason to do it in two small pieces. Maybe get the helicopters involved. And if I, well, you know, we might suck a few people out of here too, but with adding the 1200 on this side, it's probably not going to be a bad thing. So, yeah, that'll work. And I think I'll do the terraforming now and then get rid of my little terrain smooth. Call it terraforming. I like to use this just to smooth things out. I mean, it doesn't do anything functionally. It's more of a visual thing, and I'm typically not overly concerned about visuals, but I do like, I don't know, when it comes to the ground around things, I like to have it as smoothed out as I can get it. Somewhat natural appearing. Get these down in this range. Pull this back a bit. I think it adds sort of a finished look to everything. Now this is still going to be a fairly steep bank here, just because of the make that a little bit bigger. I can pull all of it back. I don't want to push this all the way up and around. I mean, it's it was carved out of the hill, so that is what it is. It will have that look regardless. But just smoothing it out is gives it, I guess, a little bit more of a finished kind of a look. Okay, generally happy with that. Certainly going to be something you can see from just about anywhere down in the valley there. So we've got that going, and people are really not happy. Sorry, just need to pause this for a quick sec. I didn't notice that drop down to 84%. It's not very good. And I'm gonna guess it has to do with Kiamnov or something I messed up. Okay, so we have alcohol here now, and we have electronics. I was thinking it was going to be a lack of something there, whether it was food or... Yeah, these guys really aren't happy at all. It's really just electronics for these guys. You should have electronics here now. Or here. Yeah, there's electronics there now. So we should be recovering. How much electronics does everybody need? Wow. Sport and pub in your 68%? Find that hard to believe. I really do. Unless we're just in recovery mode here now. Culture, sport. Interesting. food. Couldn't get food. Got lots of food. Lots and lots of food. Did we just go through a little hiccup where we weren't delivering food? Out here? Because there's more than enough there. Wonder how Bramski's doing. Yeah, they're fine. Our train DOs took a little while to catch up. I'll just have to keep an eye on that, let it run, and hopefully the next number I see is 85, not 83. Okay, so we got tons of construction happening. I got everything planned out that I think I planned to plan today. Getting materials delivered, roads created, footpaths laid out. Yeah, they're just into asphalt mode now, so I'll be bringing lots and lots down that direction. And we will be crossing over, I think. I think I've decided that that's the direction I'm going to go. We will go up this way at some point, but I want to try to, I just want to add on. I don't need access to any more materials, and it'll just be a distraction if I start building more of the same stuff over and over and over again. So that's where I'm going to go. Going to in here to get the bauxite and then ultimately the uranium. Not even sure if I'm going to build a power plant for a nuclear power plant. This power plant, you know, has a capability of 93 megawatts, and we're at 17 right now. So there's still lots of capacity there. Yeah, it's an interesting situation. Make more money. I don't know. Do I need more money? Why not? If you're Christoph, Kalinka, or Uliov, they'd say, why not? So, anyways, I just want to keep an eye on things a little bit. Make sure these constructions are happening. Don't need the bus stop up here. We just need... Yeah. Because I'll be dropping them off directly there. Wait. And I don't know if how many people from here will get wanting to work up there, but... Oh, sweet. It's built. It's cool. I haven't seen this one before. Let's get this stuff all built too. To finish the look. It's not doing great with the textures till you get in a little bit closer, but it's neat. Basketball court, tennis court, and big soccer pitch, or football pitch if you will. Cool. I think I'll leave that there as a mark of my sins. All right. Still hanging at 84%, 2% unemployment. Are they recovering any happiness here at all? Not particularly. I don't know, maybe. Excuse me. Maybe we've got a situation where we've maxed out this from, excuse me, from time to time, and people just weren't able to get what they needed. I can see that happening. It's certainly something that I've run into before. You know, pretty sure that's the only shopping center in Cannot see it. Probably not called a shopping center, so I focused on something else, and now my brain's going someplace else. Shop. It's the only shopping center. That's gonna probably be a consideration, something I'm gonna have to keep an eye on. Okay, so we're back up to 85, so that's good. Let me check here to see where we're at with happiness here. Starting to recover. Boy, I caught that sooner. Interesting. Okay, well, we're getting close to an hour session here, and what I'm thinking is, at this point, we're just chugging along. So, what I may end up doing for the next one, instead of planning out a bunch of new stuff, potentially, I'm not sure. I could probably plan the next one. So I'm either going to do a little bit of this. One of three things going to happen. I'm going to do a little bit of building in between this episode and the next one, and we'll come back and plan, or I'll do the planning up here and just let things build naturally while I'm doing that. And then I also won't need to figure out how to lay out this excuse me, the construction office area in this spot here. So whether it's down on the flat or up on here, I'm not 100% sure right now, so we'll see what happens. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. If you've been following me this far or followed this story this far, appreciate you taking time out of your day to listen and watch. And all right, cheers. Have a great day.